what's up guys, Houston here, and for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. Now today's video, we're going to be talking about the PPP loan updates, as well as if you got denied the EIDL loan. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to be able to get a reconsideration to get approved for the loan. Now, let's talk about the PPP loan update first, because this is very important. Remember, I made a video that says, first it was line 21 for a PPP loan, right? And that was your net, went off your net profits. Then they switched it to line 7, which was your gross receipts, right? Well, guess what they're trying to do now? They're proposing that you as a small business owner, okay, they're proposing that you actually go off your gross sales, okay? That's what they're actually trying to do. And if this here passes, this proposal passes, what that means, people that's been approved for the PPP 1 and 2, if they approve this, those people, as well as you that haven't had a chance to apply for the PPP, you'll be able to retro, okay? So that means that you'll be able to go back for them to look at your application again to get even more money. All right, so that's something huge, and I definitely know that this will definitely help out a lot of small business owners. Now, there's something else exciting too. Many people was denied the PPP because they had a bankruptcy, or they're in the process of bankruptcy, right? Well, what happened is the SBA, they changed it to where if you have a bankruptcy, now you're okay to apply for the PPP. So where the SBA said if you got a bankruptcy, you can't apply for the PPP, they're actually changing their tone, and now they're actually giving you a chance. If you have a business and you don't file bankruptcy in the past few years, or you're recently in bankruptcy on the personal side, this does not eliminate you from actually getting qualified for the PPP loan. Okay, so this is something huge, and it's going to help out a lot of people that are small business owners that had to probably file bankruptcy on their personal credit. Now, let's talk about the EIDL, and we're going to talk about the targeted EIDL. Okay, and so many people don't know there's actually two different ones. Okay, with the targeted one, this is actually the grant. Okay, and that grant is up to $10,000. All right, the EIDL, that's your loan. Okay, so with the grant, the targeted EIDL advance, what it was, it's a $10,000 loan. You don't have to pay it back, so you get to keep this. This is free money, right? So this is free. So that's the cool part about that. Now, again, for those of you in the past when the EIDL had came out and stuff, and you tried to apply for the EIDL loan and you got denied and everything, well, here's the thing about it. Right now, you can do a reconsideration, okay? And I'm gonna actually tell you some of the specifics of what you actually need to put on that email, okay? Also, in terms of an EIDL increase, all right? Now, here's something that I want you guys to be very well aware of. What happened, all right, with the EIDL, for people to be able to get an increase, okay? What they want to see your 4506T. That means they want to pull your taxes. They want to show evidence of you showing, okay, I made this much and here's my taxes to prove it. Now, here's the thing about it. when people were going after this grant money, they were maliciously stating or overstating the amount of employees they had and stuff just to get the grant. Okay, now some of them got approved for the EIDL as well. Okay, and because they did, now they're actually looking at your 4506T. Okay, and I think for some people, unfortunately, because they got bad information from a lot of people out there that actually don't understand taxes or just committing fraud all itself, they really put a lot of people in a bad position, because those people, if they overstated their taxes, overstated that they had the amount of employees, their income and stuff like that, if they try to go get this increase, they have to make sure that information is what's on that 4506T, because they're actually going to look at that. Trust me, like I said, it's going to be the chickens coming home to roost, because a lot of people had done this, and it's unfortunately some of these people's CPAs had encouraged people to do this, or just tax preparers and stuff. Oh, do this here just to get the money, and it put them in a bad situation. And again, the reality is going to come where you actually going to have to show proof on your taxes. Okay, so that's with the 4506T. Now, again, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is you need to put on your email, and give you the exact email you need to have to communicate to get the increase, as well as to get a reconsideration. All right. Now, let's understand, if you did get denied for the EIDL, here's the thing that more likely that caused you to get denied. Okay. One is that your revenue was too low. Okay, so your revenue might have been too low. All right, that's for one thing. Number two, your credit score. You may have, the threshold on the credit score was about a 620, 640. Okay, so if you was below that, then they may have told you no. Again, so you have your revenue, your credit score, or here's one, I always talk about that NICS code. Okay, so if you was a high risk, say that you like an MLM type of company or something like that, or you are like it's funny that they target MLMs, but like strip clubs got money. It's like, wow, why would strip clubs get money, but I couldn't get money, and I manage an MLM? But hey, that's their rules. But at the same time, you have to understand you may have been in a high risk type of NAICS code. So that's what probably the reason you got denied. All right. So now, understanding why you got denied, it's very important that you understand what it is, like when you going to for the recon, what it is that you need to state in the letter. All right, first, here's the thing. In the recon letter, okay, on the subject line, what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to put your SBA application number, and then you have to put the word reconsideration, okay, in the subject line. All right, so this is very important because they know exactly what it is you're trying to do. Now, in terms of if you're trying to increase your EIDL, all right, they sent, so for people that were approved for the EIDL, they sent out an extra email. You may have to check your email, but they sent out an email that says, hey, do you want to increase on your EIDL? Because what they're trying to do, where they was only giving you like at least 6 months, right? So they was only covering 6 months on the loan. Well, now they're going up to 24 months. Okay? So that's a big difference. That's 18 months of income of a loan that they're trying to actually loan you in order to help you with your business, okay? So that's a lot of money, all right? So understanding that, let's go back to actually talking about in terms of when you have a reconsideration, what it is that you do. Now, in terms of the reconsideration of what you need to do, again, subject line, you want the SBA application number, and you want the word recon. Now, in the email, all right, more likely, it probably wasn't, you may not have been an MLM or whatever. It probably was more likely, that your revenue was too low to be able to pay the loan back, or your credit score. Now, here's the thing about it with your credit score. Like over the time period, over the 6 months, you probably paid down some debt. All right. So you probably paid down some debt and boosted your credit score up. So now you're in this here bracket to where you're able to get qualified for the EIDL. Okay. So where do you want to send the email? This is very important. So you really have to understand this. The place you're going to send the email. All right, you're going to send it to PDC Recon at SBA.gov. You're going to send it to PDC Recon at SBA.gov. That's where you're going to send it. And like I said, in the letter, you want to let them state, hey, I want you to reconsider me for the EIDL because the revenue in my business is up. Maybe revenue in your business is up. Or my credit score has increased because I have had the opportunity to pay down some debt, and I really could use that capital to help me keep the doors open in my business, all right? So this is something that's very important that you have to understand when reaching out to this division, the Recon. You want to make sure, again, subject line, SBA application number with the word Recon, okay, behind it, all right? And then again, explain, hey, I looked that over. My credit score was not up to par for me to qualify the first time around. And remember, they're going to be pulling from your experience. That's where they're going to be pulling from. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So they're not going to go through all the credit bureaus and stuff. It's just that experience. All right. So people that understand what I'm talking about, this is some leverage for you if you know how to do it right. So this is Houston with three-way funding. I just wanted to make this video because a lot of our people in the community are missing out on money because, again, we're not brought up to date in terms of what's happening. We're able to get more money. As a matter of fact, they're even talking about a fourth stimulus. And actually, I'm going to state all of the different types of loans there is to help a small business. I'll make another video so you can understand your choices and stuff, especially with state and local. Now they have more funding and stuff. Your state and local have stimulus money for you as well. So this is Houston with three-way funding. I hope that this video helps you. I hope that you can succeed and be able to get that EIDL loan after you do your recon. All right. And so I'm going to keep digging into this to find more ways to help you guys in the community. And all I ask you is to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.